Vaping. You may have heard about it, but you may not know exactly what it is. Everyone always tells you, don't vape, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. But what is so bad about vaping? Let's discuss. First, what is vaping? Vaping is when a person inhales a vapor that is produced by an electronic cigarette or electronic smoking device, such as a Juul. But what is actually in a Juul? The e-juice pods come in all sorts of flavors, and the flavors and chemicals in the Juul pod heat up when a person is vaping. This e-juice pod may seem harmless, but don't be fooled. These pods have been tested and many possibly toxic chemicals have been found in them. So then, why are kids putting these toxic chemicals in their body? Juuls and other vaping products were originally created for adults to stop smoking, not for children to start smoking. Here are some reasons why you should not start vaping. Reason number 1. Vaping is bad for your lungs, body, and health. The harmful chemicals and heavy metals found in vape pods include things like propylene glycol, which is also known as antifreeze, or the chemical used to make stage fog that is thought to cause cancer, or diacetyl, a chemical that can cause a disease called popcorn lung, which can scar and damage your lungs. The heavy metals added, such as nickel or lead, can raise your possibility for a stroke. Benzoic acid is added too, which can cause you to absorb the nicotine at a faster rate and can cause leukemia or other blood cancers. Perhaps one of the most harmful ingredients in a Juul is nicotine. But what is nicotine? Nicotine is an addictive chemical found in tobacco products that absorbs into your body and goes directly to your brain. Nicotine may make you feel satisfied or happy, but it is dangerous for the growing brain. Nicotine may have effects on your brain development, making it harder to focus, learn, and control your impulses. Less than half a teaspoon of nicotine could kill a toddler or cause seizures or breathing problems. One Juul pod has been known to contain as much nicotine as a whole pack of cigarettes. Many of the risks of vaping are unknown. Do you really want to put something in your body not knowing how toxic it is? Reason number 2 why you should not start vaping. Vaping is bad for your growing brain. Your brain does not fully develop until you are 25 years old, meaning that the effects of nicotine on a growing brain are much more severe. The younger that someone begins to vape, the more likely that they will become addicted. In fact, 3 out of 4 teens that smoke cigarettes in high school will smoke as adults. Nicotine rewires a child's brain and could prevent it from developing properly, so that he or she becomes more likely to begin to use marijuana, cigarettes, or other drugs, which increases a child's risk of cancer and harm to other organs in the body. You have one brain, don't harm it. Reason number 3 why you should not start vaping. Addiction. Addiction can happen after just one use. But what does it mean to be addicted? Addiction is when you feel shaky or anxious and you need a substance to feel better or normal again, and you cannot stop using the substance. If you are addicted to nicotine but have not inhaled it for a while, you may start to go through withdrawal. This means that you may have extreme cravings, have headaches, maybe feel anxious or nauseous. You may feel sad or cranky and desperate until you have nicotine again. Because these symptoms may make a child feel bad, he or she is likely to give in to these cravings and have nicotine again. It is extremely hard to stop this cycle. Addiction is powerful and can affect your future too, in a bad way. Some people need to go to rehab to try and break their addiction, which is expensive. Rehab is where you have to stop everything in your life and go to a place to focus on regaining your health. Addiction can also affect your ability to go to college, get a job, or play sports. Vaping can impact your day-to-day life, like your attention, focus, and mood, but only if you let it. Let's review. Do not start vaping, because number 1, it's bad for your lungs, body, and health. Number 2, it's bad for your growing brain. And number 3, it can lead to addiction. What's the best way to avoid addiction? Don't start.